As some of you may know, very recently, the Yokohama Gundam Factory, Giant Moving Gundam, and the last Gundam Cafe in Japan all closed down permanently. It's always been a dream of mine to see it myself in person, so I bought my tickets, tossed Blind in a suitcase, and off we went to Japan. We live on the West Coast, so thankfully getting a flight was pretty easy. For the flight, I decided to try out a new budget international airline called Zip Air. I was able to buy my ticket for only $650 round trip with an upgrade to the exit row so I could stretch my legs. The airplane itself was pretty bare bones. There's no TVs on the headrests, there's no service unless you pay for something on the app, and the Wi-Fi isn't very good. But honestly, I just slept through most of the flight because I was so excited and couldn't sleep a wink the night before. Blind and I did order and pay for meals, which weren't too bad either. I got the salmon and he got a chicken karaage dish, but the salmon was definitely better. After a quick 11 hours, we made it! Finally! I'm here in Japan, home of Nintendo, anime, and Hatsune Miku! After my extended plane nap, I was feeling bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and ready to take on Japan. Meanwhile, Blind was looking like he had been hit by a bus. But that wouldn't stop me from dragging us on adventure! First up, the train from Narita Airport to Tokyo. Did you guys know that all the JR stations and a lot of other attractions in Japan have stamps you can collect? I really love stickers and little collectibles, so I grabbed a stamp from this little guy while waiting for our train. Isn't he cute in like a weird and kind of creepy way? The train ride was about 40 minutes, but unfortunately I don't really have any footage of the trip because as it turns out, the Japanese lady sitting next to us was an alumni of the same university that Blind goes to. I've been studying Japanese for a long time, so we sat and chatted for the entire train ride and then exchanged WhatsApp info so she could meet up with us later that night. If that wasn't already a weird enough coincidence, it turns out that I had made a teeny tiny little bitty oversight in booking our hotel. The day we arrived turned out to be the same weekend as the Sanja Matsuri, Tokyo's biggest and liveliest festival. And not only that, but our hotel was directly on the Mikoshi carrying route. I think that's our hotel, like right on the corner over there. Should we move?
Yeah, we should move.
Okay. After we finally managed to get into our hotel, Blind immediately went to go to sleep, but I went back out with my new Japanese friend to go take a look at the nighttime scenes of the Sanja Matsuri. Not only was it super cool having a local hang out with me, but because I told her it was my birthday, when she came to meet me, she actually bought a bunch of cakes from the bakery that she worked at.
New York, the vegan marshmallow.
Oh, wow. Okay, open it.
Okay. she like really went all out.
Yeah, she really did go all out.
She said refrigerate it right away because it's a moose.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh! Look how pretty it is.
That's gorgeous.
The vegan marshmallow.
And an apple pie, it looks like. And those are cool packs.
It's a tart. It's the strawberry mousse and a I think it's an orange tart.
That's amazing.
She brought these like from home. Wait, so I should
Oh,
say
from the restaurant.
Or yeah. Or no, the vegan marshmallow. I think is that not her? Like she said that she makes things.
Yeah, she said she makes them for this restaurant.
Oh.
For this cafe.
So that's her.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of experiences, and that takes the cake.
Literally.
That's a pun.
Literally, it
I
does
didn't
take
mean
the
to have a
cake.
pun.
Oh my goodness.
Incredible.
I think that had to be the wildest first day in Tokyo ever. A Matsuri cake, new friends. What could ever top that? Well, what about day 2? And we're off from our hotel in Asakusa all the way to Yokohama to go to the Gundam Factory. The train from Tokyo to Yokohama took about 40 minutes, so then I got my Yokohama JR station stamp, and then took a taxi all the way from Yokohama station over to the actual Gundam Factory, which is like located by the pier. I was really surprised because the Gundam Factory is like literally located on the water, and the only things around in this area are like traveling stockyard ships. It's pretty crazy. I didn't get any video footage walking up to the Gundam Factory, but I did take this picture, and it is wild how you can see the Gundam literally peeking over the top of the building. And that's a 2-story building too. It's really crazy. There wasn't a big line, so we got into the factory super quick, and there he was! Seeing the Gundam up close was ridiculously cool. This guy is a whopping 18 meters tall. He literally towered over everyone in the crowd. He's not constantly moving, they have pre-programmed motion scenes on a schedule, and we happened to show up during a break period. We spent a good amount of time marveling and taking pictures before grabbing a bite to eat at the Gundam Cafe. Blind and I were both way too tired for breakfast, so by the time we got to Yokohama, we were both starving. Literally everything on the menu looked so good. That looks so good. I want a hard pancake. Look at that. Okay, let's go. Let's go in. The treat. So you want the water bottle, right?
Just do yours and I'll do mine.
Designed bottle. Yokohama blue soda. Do you want to do a Haro and a Gundam?
Yeah, I want to do the blue soda for mine.
You do the Haro? Blue soda?
Blue curacao, orange, and mint. Awesome.
That sounds really
What's the
good.
red?
Recommended dishes. They have a lunchbox. So these are our drinks. This one is like a lemonade, blue curacao, and mint type of drink. This one comes with the Gundam shaped cup too. This is really cool. And then the Haro one, this is just like a regular lemonade. And this is the burger and french fries. Blind and I got the same thing, just like a normal cheeseburger. But look, I got this bad boy. This is just the cutest thing, huh? This is my Haro pancake. The next show isn't for a little bit, so we're gonna eat first and then go check out the museum and the Gundam base shop. So we'll see you in a sec. So these guys are like little scale models of the RX-78F00 that are showing the different movements that the actual moving Gundam can do. And this one is a demonstration of the finger joints that are inside the moving Gundam. And this one was so cute. It has magnets on all of the panels so that you can kind of feel like you're assembling the Gundam yourself. There was also a couple of different displays of model kits inside the factory. But this is one of the coolest things that I've ever seen. This little guy is a robot specifically designed to assemble Gundam models. Isn't he so cute? Look at him go! You got this, little guy. Low-key, I kind of wish I could have one of these for my house. You know what? Actually, I take that back. I don't want one that assembles it. I want one that gets all the nubs off for me. Can they make that one of those, please? Please? Then they also had this big display up that showcased all of the different Gundam anime that's been made in order of when it was released. I thought this was super, super cool. After going to the museum, we did go over and check out the Gundam base that was located at the Gundam Factory, but there was a big sign on the door that said no videos or photography, so I don't have any footage of the inside. When we were looking around at the different model kits that were available in there though, almost all of them were just Yokohama exclusive ones. I managed to pick up 2 myself. I bought the Yokohama edition Haro, and I bought the RX-78 FOO one that comes with the actual base and everything around it. It's so cool! I'm so happy I got a chance to buy those before they closed. After that, we decided to stay another hour to watch a few more of the shows, and then it was time to say goodbye. Gundam fan, this is genuinely one of the coolest things I've ever seen. I knew from when it was first announced that this was supposed to be only temporary, but it still hurts to see it go. I feel super lucky to have been able to go visit while it was still active. Even if you didn't get a chance to visit, not all hope is lost. There are still some really cool life-size Gundams in Japan you can go see, like the Odaiba Unicorn Gundam. The unicorn is super cool looking and way easier to get to, being in Tokyo itself. Have you gotten a chance to visit any of the life-size Gundams in Japan? Let me know in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna be making more videos just like this, so if you like listening to an anime girl geek out about nerd stuff, drop me a follow. We'll see you next time. Bye bye!